The Armed Forces of the Philippines wants China to pay for the June 17 clash at Ayungin or Second Thomas Shoal. So it's come up with a number, 60 million pesos, or just a little over $1 million.
This figure doesn't even include the medical costs for Navy seaman Jeffrey Facundo, whose thumb got cut off after the China Coast Guard rammed the boat that he was on. Aside from the money, the AFP is also demanding the return of 7 firearms.
Now, at the same time, President Marcos has commanded the AFP to defuse tensions in the West Philippine Sea and do what it can to, quote, prevent war. Brian Castillo with a big story tonight.
Threatened with bladed weapons, rubber boats rammed and punctured, firearms stolen, and a Filipino soldier severely injured. These were the scenes from that fateful June 17 confrontation between the China Coast Guard and the Philippine Navy at Ayungin Shoal. And now the AFP wants China to pay literally.
So we are demanding that China pay 60 million pesos for the damage that they caused. We are also looking into the possibility of charging them with the cost of restructuring the hand of si SN1 Facundo. Kasi mag-ooperahan po siya Ooperahan para bumalik yung function ng kanyang kamay. Illegal acts kasi itong mga ginawa nila na ito So dapat managot sila. Dapat panugutan nila.
In US dollars, that's a little over $1 million. Browner said this figure covers just damage to the property and does not include the medical costs of Seaman First Class Underwater Operator Jeffrey Facundo, who was the one who lost a finger during the altercation. He also said he demanded the return of 7 firearms in a letter course through Defense Secretary Gibo Teodoro. Browner spoke at Camp Aguinaldo today, where President Marcos led the command conference of the armed forces, in line with his duties as Commander-in-Chief of the military. There, the president was briefed on the country's plan of action to address ongoing tensions in the disputed waters.
We have presented to our president several options that the armed forces of the Philippines will be doing, not just in terms of performing our RORE operations, but including the other operations in the West Philippine Sea.
Browner refused to divulge the details of the next rotation and resupply or RORE mission, but suggested that if there was another run-in, they will not shy away from using force as well.
Under the rules of engagement, a person has the right to defend himself in any manner. We will apply the same level of force that would allow us to defend ourselves. For instance, kung gumamit po siya ng kutsilyo, gagamit rin tayo ng kutsilyo. Hindi po yung lalabis. Nung sinabi kong lalaban tayo, ang ibig ko sabihin po doon ay hindi natin haayaan na basta na lang ibuli tayo ng ganon. In the next RORE ay basta hindi po tayo papayag na basta na lang apihin.
Browner also noted that the military is hardening its bases against possible missile attacks by China. Senator Amy Marcos had previously said she received information that China was planning to use hypersonic missiles to hit 25 targets in the Philippines, including military bases that host EDCA sites. But Browner assured the public that there's no reason to panic as this information hasn't been verified.
Ako po mismo hindi ko nakita yung sinasabing report na yan or even the locations of these 25 targets.
In a text message to News 5, National Security Council Assistant Director General Jonathan Malaya also said they weren't aware of any of the security threats she mentioned, but they will reach out to Senator Amy nonetheless. Malaya went on to say that the Philippines and the People's Republic of China maintain cordial relations and that they are committed to managing whatever differences there may be. With that, Malaya says they see no threat of any imminent attack from Beijing. Manila and Beijing have just concluded the 9th bilateral consultation mechanism held in Manila this week, where both sides committed to find ways to de-escalate tensions in disputed waters. Both sides also talk about possible cooperation between their coast guards and scientists. Browner said at today's command conference, President Marcos gave them a clear directive.
Ang instruction po ng ating Pangulo is to de-escalate. The objective really, maski po kami, is to prevent war.
For News 5, Brian Castillo, we are One News.